Today, I'm going to show you how to create these 3 new wand core bottles: Kelpie Hair, Abraxan Hair, and Thunderbird Tail Feathers. The things we'll need for our wand cores are 3 glass bottles, and I picked all of these up at Hobby Lobby. For the Kelpie Hair, we're going to use some faux greens that kind of looked like they were seaweedy, as well as some brown cording. For our Abraxan Hair, we're going to use some white doll hair, as well as a glass drawer pull, a gold marker, and some gold thread. For our Thunderbird Tail Feathers, we are going to need some feathers, and then we're going to use some gold mica powder, black cording, a brush, and some black hot glue. And finally, we will need our labels printed on sticker paper, and the link for these is in the description down below. Let's get started. The first wand core we're going to work on is our Abraxan Hair. So as we know, Abraxan Hair is not a core used by Ollivander. However, the Parisian Wand Maker, Cosme Acajor, does use Abraxan Hair, as we can see from the outside of her wand shop in Epic Universe. I thought I would do an Abraxan Hair, kind of as a nod to the Parisian wand shop that is now in Epic Universe. And I tried to give the label a little bit of a 1920s vibe to go with that style and theme. So Abraxans, as you might remember, are large flying horses that have white hair, and they drink single malt whiskey. So I have some white doll hair here. This is the same hair we used for our unicorn hair wand jar years ago. So I'm just using the same white hair. Now, I will say there's a little bit of a debate. I guess some people thought Abraxans were kind of a tan color. So if you want to make yours tan, you definitely can get like a tan goldish blonde colored doll hair at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any of that. But I decided to go ahead and stick to the white. So we're just going to put it in here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, the less perfect it is, kind of the more interesting it is when you're actually looking in the jar. Make sure I get all of it in there. All right, now that we have got our Abraxan Hair in here, I'm going to take one of these gold markers, and these are just the ones that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree in their craft section. It's one of the metallic gold markers, and we're going to color our cork. So I wanted the cork to have the same gold detailing that the label has, and we could paint it too, but I feel like the gold marker is going to work just as well and dry a whole lot quicker. So I'm just coloring over this. And then we're going to color the sides as well. All right, and now I have my cork colored in with our gold color. And for this one, I wanted to have the little seafoam blue color pop. So I actually found this drawer pull, and it's glass, at Hobby Lobby. And I felt like this would give it a very upscale vibe, and it would also kind of make it look a little bit more like a apothecary style jar or something like that. Plus, I feel like it goes with the kind of Paris vibe that Cosme Acajor's wand shop has. So I'm going to unscrew the little nut here and take our washer off. And we're going to find the center of our cork. You could use a drill if you want to, but I'm going to be honest, because it's cork, it tries to fill it in pretty quick. So whatever method you want to use to poke the hole is completely up to you, but they all work. So I'm just using a little weeding tool. Again, this is from the Dollar Tree. And I am stabbing a hole into my cork, and I'm going to widen it out some. But see how the cork kind of likes to try to seal itself back up? It's just kind of the nature of the beast. And once I kind of get a hole started, I'm then going to take my drawer pull and screw it into that hole. And we've done this with a couple other potions before, and it works really well. And as you can see, it starts to come out the other end. So once it does that, you can kind of push it through. And you're going to get a little bit of breakage on the bottom, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. And then I like to try to center it up as best I can. And then we just take our washer and place it on the bottom and screw it tight with our nut. And then we have our little topper in our cork. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then if you find you need to, you can always take your little gold marker again and just do any little touch-ups. All right, so once that's done, my gold cording here is the same color gold that we colored our cork. All right, I'm going to take my embroidery floss and we are going to wrap the neck of our bottle. All right, then we have our gold wrapping. And the last thing we need to do for this is our label. All right, so we're going to take our label here and peel the backing paper off. And we are going to place this on our bottle. Okay, I believe that looks pretty straight. And then we have our Abraxan Hair, which can be used for more than just a wand core. It can also be used for potions. The next bottle we're going to do is our Thunderbird Tail Feathers. And Thunderbirds have this beautiful tan, creamy, gold colored feathers. So I want to add some gold to our feathers. So we're going to do that with some mica powder and a little bit of alcohol to brush it on. So it's kind of a similar concept to when we are painting luster dust onto, say, chocolates or frosting or anything like that, where you will use alcohol or vodka or anything like that to add some of the metallic luster dust, or in this case mica powder, to whatever you're working on. So we're going to pull out a few of our feathers here. And then I'm going to put our little feathers off to the side for a moment. I'll put a paper towel down here for them to dry on. First thing we're going to do is take our little glass container here, and I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol in there, and then we're going to add some of our mica powder. And this is just a metallic gold. As you can see, I haven't even used this one before. And I'm just adding a little amount in there. And I might need to add just a tiny bit more alcohol. And then we're going to use our brush to kind of make like a slurry paint that's made of our mica powder and some alcohol. So again, this will dry quick. So as you can see, we get a very metallic-y paint then that should dry fairly quickly because, again, it's alcohol. So we're going to take our feather, and I'm just going to brush some of this gold onto the feather. I don't want to make the feather purely gold, so I may just do like one side and make it kind of sporadic. So from the back, we still get a little bit of that metallic sheen, but we get the original color as well, and then the same thing from the front. And if you feel like you have too much, you can always blot it, and that'll take a little bit of the excess off. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to paint a few more of these. Now that they are all painted, I just want to show you, we just get this beautiful, which is exactly what I wanted, subtle gold shimmer on our feathers that dries almost instantly. So then that way, in certain light, you just get this beautiful gold shimmer. And in other light, it just looks like the tan brown color. But I feel like this is just a super pretty detail that just kind of makes it feel a little bit more like a Thunderbird feather. All right, so now that we have our feathers, we're going to load them into our jar. And some of these I will put facing down, some I will put facing up, just because I want to see some difference in there. I think that looks pretty good. We've got our gold shimmers showing inside with our tan feathers. And I have saved 2 of the feathers because I'm not entirely sure which one, but I feel like I want to put one of these on top of the cork. So let's cork this up. And we're going to place our label. All right, I have peeled my backing paper off. And we're going to place this on our jar. And I think that looks pretty straight. And this bottle is a little rounded. So when you have a rounded bottle, you have to get a little bit creative when you're smoothing down your label. So you may get some little creases, which I actually think is okay. It adds to an aged element. But you just want to really rub it down good to make sure that it sticks well. I usually try to do the main words first, so then that way that's smooth, and it's areas other than the main words that end up having a little bit of a crease. All right. So now I have this rubbed down, and as you can see, it just kind of gives this really great little aged quality to the bottle because of the little creases that we get. All right, we are going to add some black cording to this one. All right, now we're going to take our black sealing wax here. Got that on here. We're going to add our feathers, so I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to add. I think we'll add this one. And you know what? No, we're going to do this one because it kind of curls up. All right, and I think that is super cute and simple. And I love that we get just a slight gold shimmer in there on those feathers. The last wand core we're going to do is Kelpie Hair. So again, I grabbed several different Silk Greenery pieces that kind of looked a little bit like seaweedy, but I felt like this one was the best one I picked up. I've picked them up at Michael's, Joann's, R.I.P. Joann's, and even like at home, any of that. But I just wanted some that looked seaweedy and looked like they could be small enough to actually be a wand core. So for this one, we're going to cut off some of the little strands, or the little Kelpie hairs, and we're just going to kind of feed them into our jar. And we're going to fill it up until it looks the way we want it to and has a good pattern on the inside. And if you need to, you can use a cooking skewer or anything like that to help fill it up. And then I think we might tie one around the top. We'll see. I don't want it to be too much green on it. I want to keep this one a little bit more simple so that it coordinates with our Kelpie ointment. The label actually has the same style to it that I designed on the other one, so then that way they could be companion pieces. Okay, so I actually think the 3 strands that we have in there is probably good. I think if I do any more than that, it's going to be way overkill. So again, we're just going to cork this one up. And for this one, to coordinate with the label, we're just going to do a brown waxed twine. So we've got our neck wrapped, and I think we're going to add our label. That looks pretty straight. And let's see how we like one of these strands tied around it. Let's see how we feel about that. I want to make sure it's tight enough that it's not just going to come off. I think that adds a nice little detail to a pretty simple jar, which I wanted this one to be simple, again, to coordinate with Kelpie ointment. And I think this one is good. And I think with that, we have our 3 new wand core bottles. So we have our Thunderbird Tail Feathers, our Abraxan Hair, and our Kelpie Hair. These will be a great addition to our potion, prop, and wand collections we've been making along the way. So if you guys like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.